What up YouTube, it's Louis here bringing you this cryptocurrency video. Today we will be looking at Solana. It's a crypto that the chat has been in since early May and we got in at the price of around $24 and we'll go into a bit more detail about Solana today. I'll see you in the video. So we can see here that on the 17th of April, I put in my Discord group chat for the people that are in my crypto chat, and we'd bought in at this price, and we had a massive rise over time to around $58. And then for all the cryptos, they had this bear market scare, but it was not a bear market. This was a wave 4 correction of Elliott wave theory. So this was our wave 4 pullback before wave 5 continuation of the bull market, with our final targets for Solana in and around $116 to $240. Now, I don't think the top will be 116 because of how fast we've been pumping since we've recovered. So when we broke above this downtrend, or we can call this falling wedge, when we broke out about $34, it had a target of about 50, which is the top of the falling wedge. And we managed to get there in about a week. Once we actually got there, it burst through, and in 3 days or 4 days now, it's now got up to the high of $78. So since our entry, if we were to measure from our entry how much percent gains that is for the group chat, for the people who took part in this investment, that would be a let's do that again. That would be a target. Well, at the moment, it's gone up 200% gain. So whatever you had invested, it would have gone up 200%. And this is not even the final target for Solana. Before we had got here, I wasn't sure how fast it'd get here, because with things, they never get there overnight. And for Solana, it did completely that. It got there overnight, which we weren't anticipating. But because of this, before this had happened, I thought that maybe $200 was a bit high for Solana. And I was thinking maybe $100, $116 would have been the top. But now we're at $80. Come on, a double from here is way past $100. So this will for sure not be the top. We may get to here and drop back down to $80, and that would be a correction of about 30%, which would make sense after such a massive rally to here. But I think we're going to have a correction even before we get there, probably from here back to here, or back to this area. And so if it were to come down to $58, that would be 26%, or if it were to come down to $37, it would be $49, and we dropped 37%. So we want to see Solana pull back to one of these two levels. If we see this being held as support, then there might be a good entry for Solana at this price point. But if we lose this area of support, then our next area is this swing high. It will become the swing low of this pullback. Because when we break resistance, we find the new resistance before coming back to that previous resistance. And that is here. But if we were to lose that, I'd say here, because we've got more candles in and around this area. So that's what I'd be anticipating, for it to come around to these two levels, potentially down to here. So after that pullback, what I'm anticipating is come up to $116, back to $80, and then go into our final target, which is $241 for Solana. Now, if I was to zoom out for you and show you the waves of Solana since its inception, we follow Elliott wave theory, and that's 5 waves. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and this is our wave 4 pullback, the bear market scare, and then wave 5 to our final target. And that's how Solana should move. So from the chat's entry, right now it's 200% gains. But when we get to our final target, whatever you had put in when we entered at $24, that would go up 866%, as you can see. That's Solana. You can do what you want with the info in this video. I'm expecting a pullback, and if you want to get into Solana, that would be a great entry at around $58 dollars. If we lose that, $49 would be a perfect entry. Solana literally doesn't care. It's the rest of the market's correcting, while today Solana's done over Yeah, done over 20% gains just today. It's ridiculous. So yeah, final target, the fifth wave of the Elliott wave theory at 200 and was it $240, but that's an 866% gain from our entry down here at $24. I hope you enjoy this video. Again, if you want to enter a trade from those two levels, so let's say we entered from 49, you have a trade there of 385%, or if it comes down to 58, you've got a trade of 300%. So you're going to 3x your money basically if you enter this trade, and this is a free trade for you as a thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one, guys. As always, peace.